Welcome to UFO Seekers. I'm Tim Doyle, Lead UFO and Alien Investigator here at UFO Seekers. And today we're talking about something maybe not many have talked about because there aren't many who spend a long term in the field investigating this topic of UFO sightings. And of course, I'm not just talking about meeting people or interviewing witnesses. What I'm talking about is being in the field and being the witness yourself, because of course that's what changes everything and unlocks a lot of the secrets and mystery to this topic. Now, of course, when Tracy and I first began investigating UFO sightings, the year was 2016, about the middle of the year. A lot of people don't know how much time we had actually spent because we hadn't made UFO Seekers until the end of the year in October. So Tracy and I had been spending a lot of time in the field. And at that time, the internet was filled with a lot of UFO hoaxes. And specifically one popular I remember definitively was Dr. Stephen Greer sharing video of a satellite. And it was a single satellite moving through the night sky. And being Tracy and myself were from the Edwards Air Force Base area, Kern County. We literally spent a lot of time outside Edwards Air Force Base sky watching as we started to date, and that's what turned into UFO Seekers. But we're talking about growing in the UFO topic because at that time, like I have just been telling you, a singular satellite on the internet was considered a UFO sighting. And I have grown immensely, dramatically, since those first days of UFO Seekers. And I would say anyone who doesn't grow in this topic isn't serious. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean telling someone something's a satellite right off the bat, or something is a drone, or something basically has an explanation. So when we first began, it was all about finding just something in the sky and not looking for explanations. And then of course, as time progresses, you literally start wanting explanations instead of just searching for mysteries that go nowhere. And that's what you're going to notice about a lot of celebrities or people in this UFO topic who tell you that they're serious, is they don't really grow, and they're always there in that mystery phase, never quite looking for an explanation. And that's what happens when we start growing in this UFO topic. You start moving away from the never explained mysteries, which do have explanations, into someone who's wanting to find solutions and explanations to the things people are seeing to help people identify the objects that they're witnessing. Now, of course, having worked in the field, I've met a lot of people who claim that they've encountered an alien. I met one woman who claims she gave birth to an alien, didn't know who the father was. I've met tons of people also who believe they have seen an alien spaceship. Now remember, we're investigators, people who are supposed to be taken serious and looked up to when it comes to this topic. So it's not my job to feed into anything or exhibit any bias in any way other than helping people find solutions. Over my 7 years in the field, working with Tracy, we managed to capture a spherical ball in the Sierra Nevada mountains in 2017. We captured balloon delivery systems over California. We captured the Phoenix lights at Area 51. We captured balls of light streaming from the ground and up into the air at Area 51. Probably some type of ground-based weapon test, but these cool balls on infrared would shoot across the valley floor and then up into the air. Tracy and myself also caught a satellite deorbiting over California. When we called NORAD, they said nothing happened. When I showed a meteorologist or told the meteorologist about it. He said it was a falling star. Of course, when we posted it online, there was no coverage, complete media blackout, no sharing on the news media. Of course, there never is for our organization in a sense. But come to find out 3 days later, pieces of it were found on a farm north of our location. So we had captured video of the deorbiting object. We're told by everyone we captured nothing but a meteorite falling into the atmosphere, which we knew it wasn't because our experience in the field led us to know that the colorizations, the colors of the object itself, the spanning of it, because it was literally like a mile or two wide, the duration of it, because a meteor is falling super fast, this thing was going slow, just moving across the sky. What did we catch, like 2 minutes of it? So it's that work over time which has led to us having actual work experience that we apply to the UFO sighting topic. Because you may wonder, how was I not deceived by the Gaia Peruvian mummy? Or how was I not deceived by the Mexico alien bodies? How was he not deceived by the US Navy alien spaceships, which just turned out to be drones and human-made technology as admitted by NASA? Well, the reason is it's a grounding from experience in the field. If I took myself back 7 years before we got in to working in the field, I myself would probably be just as gullible as the next person without experience. But I'm telling you, there is a benefit to being in the field constantly. This still goes on to this day, 7 years now, constantly in the field, even having moved somewhere where we can be in the field more in these specific locations, especially when everyone says it's nuclear. These things are around nukes and nuclear. We're right next to a nuclear test site now. The place where the nukes are, that's where we are. And it's that work experience which we apply to this topic, and which I'm hoping to share with you, and trying to share with you and communicate it to you in this way, because you may have never actually met a real UFO investigator before who takes it serious and just doesn't say, oh, everything's alien. If you'd like to follow along with our growth in this topic, the perfect way to do it, start at season 1 of UFO Seekers, episode 1, and literally just move into the 5th season. And you're going to see that growth and naivete slowly fade away as we start wanting more evidence. In fact, it almost seems that most of the witnesses I've ever met for a UFO sighting object in the sky, there is an explanation. Even if we want to go down to the Button Willow incident where the gentleman saw the spiraling and the orb coming down, you could almost chalk that up into rocket spiraling in the atmosphere and a returning SpaceX rocket. And then the witness doesn't know which way they're facing, and is literally looking towards Vandenberg Air Force Base and sees the spiraling phenomenon from a rocket. Because we're calling it phenomenon because what's happening with the spiraling is a phenomenon. It's natural. The rocket itself isn't a phenomenon, right? It's the occurrence of the atmosphere, which we would call a phenomenon. But imagine that that's what he's seeing, and then he sees the returning rocket coming down and thinks there's some type of orb coming out of a portal. But that's just from my investigator perspective and how I've tried to grow in this topic as every day progresses. Not go deeper into rabbit holes, deeper into conspiracies, but deeper into truth and finding honest explanation. But remember, I myself went from someone who thought the ISS could be a possible alien spaceship into what you see now before you. Someone who helps expose some of the largest hoaxers in the entire world, including people who came out of the military and the government. The CIA sent me pens. So I appreciate you watching this video and making it through, and I hope that you grow in the UFO topic just like I have, and it'll help you be less gullible, especially when it comes to the news media. Have a great day.